As the medieval era arrives, Wu Zetian's China is newly in a heroic age. What she does next, the world will literally not see coming. Well, probably. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in Series 3 of our Controlled Chaos Metaseries, Empire of Espionage. So what exactly am I talking about? In one turn, we are going to finish the Defensive Tactics Civic, which will, because we are playing as Wu Zetian, we are going to get a free spy in the capital. We're also, by the way, building Petra, and we're 3 turns away from having that done, so that's going to be helpful. And we're doing some exploration over here with this archer. Let's finish taking a look at what's going on over here. All right, not a lot available to me here. However, that tile right there, that rice tile, it's a 3-food tile. And remember, when you put a city on a Plains Hills tile permanently, rather than being a 2-food, 1-production city like most tiles, Plains Hills tiles give you +2, +2. So 2 production, 2 food. Or rather, 2 food, 2 production, to be precise about it. When you put, and that's for the entire game, in the central tile of each city, which is the tile that always gets worked. When you put a settler, a fresh city, on a rice tile, that becomes a 3-food, 1-production city for the rest of the game. So let's verify this real quick. Yup, it's 4 tiles away from Beijing, which means we can put a city there. So we're going to do that, even though there's not a lot of territory there. And one of the reasons I'm looking forward to that is Auckland, we discovered at the end of the last episode, or near the end, which as soon as we're their suzerain, shallow water tiles you own provide +1 production, additional +1 when you reach the industrial era. So I've got a lot of shallow water near me, and that's going to be a huge amount of extra production, similar to what I've gotten from, or similar to the amount of extra production that I had as Age of Steam Victoria in Another Victoria, which might sound like a crazy comparison to make, but that's how good things are looking. So I'm going to move this unit there. Yeah, there we go. And let's see. We'll keep that warrior just in position in Jiadong and go to the next turn. The people of Canada present gifts of maple syrup, wool blankets, and our honored traditional headgear, the toque. Your delegation is most welcome. Oh, Canada. Thank you for that. We're still friends with Montezuma.
Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack.
All right, so we've accessed a couple of new policies which could be useful, especially for building my walls quickly, and then we have the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus as well, which is good for coast tiles. So we might even build that wonder too. I know I've said that I don't want to build wonders too much on Emperor difficulty, but so far things are going really well, especially if we have extra production from Auckland. I think that is going to be potentially like a game changer, and also just sort of an obvious, like a no-brainer, an obvious choice to make. But the most important thing that's just happened is we just got a free spy. So hang on. Who are we spying on? That's the question. We should probably spy on Mongolia. That would be my guess. So Mongolia, we don't have a lot of information on Mongolian cities. What we're going to have to do is send them there and see what's going on. We could also spy on Cleo, just on general principle. We could also spy on Canada. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah. We're going to send them to Ottawa. No one is really prepared to stop a spy at this point early in the game, so we're just going to go spy on Canada. We've just found the city of Toronto, and we've also encountered the city-state of Jerusalem. Remind me what Jerusalem's bonus is. Ah, yes. Your cities with holy sites exert pressure as if they were holy cities, every last one of them, which is pretty freaking cool. All right, so we're a little bit behind culturally, as is normal for this stage in the game in an Emperor difficulty playthrough, so I'm going to go for a feudalism, so that farm improvements now gain +1 food from every 2 adjacent farm improvements, and plantation improvements receive +1 food. All of those are looking useful, but we just need to start making our way through those. I'm just glad we finally have defensive tactics research, because, God, the game made me fight for those. All right, we're going to promote Pingala with the Connoisseur promotion, +1 culture per turn for each citizen in the city. Confirm. and let's continue. I'm going to move this scout. Tell you what, why don't you come over here? I want to start looking at what's going on south of Beijing. Okay, so I've got a pretty good idea what's happening here. I'm going to need to train a settler soon. All right. Beijing now follows Confucianism. It makes me happy that you leave the wonder building to us. Do you see what I'm about to build? I mean, it could very well get ganked from me, but Petra is a little bit harder to motivate the AI to build. So I think we've got a pretty good chance at this. We're one turn away from it. Many dispute the actual start of the medieval era, but you know it was when China discovered education.
The purpose of education
Hey.
is to replace an empty mind with an open one.
That's actually a really good quote. Because it doesn't say an empty mind with a full one. It just says an empty mind with an open one. The purpose of education is not to put information in someone else's brain. It's to allow it to process information and actually be open to new information. Which is very true. All right, let's go for horseback riding. It's going to be done in one turn, and we can finally build cavalry. And it looks like I can go ahead and become suzerain of Auckland. Perfect. Now I've got that production bonus. Especially helpful in Beijing. All right, so we don't have a lot of food tiles here yet. What can I do? Hang on. I can use faith to buy units here. So I can buy... I just obtained enough faith to buy a settler. Yeah, I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to do it in Chengdu, though, so we don't lose a citizen anywhere. I don't want to give up citizens if I can help it. I'm just going to keep looking around here with this scout, discovering more of what's going on, and we're going to move down here and do the same. I would love to colonize this before the Aztec get to it. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and move this missionary over to where the new city is going to be. Meanwhile, I'm going to get this archer back into position in Beijing. Petra is about to be built. We're going to get a good amount of wonder score for this, or era score for this. We have and wonder score. But
Petra is a brilliant display of man's artistry in turning barren rock into majestic wonder.
Oh, fantastic. Still standing, by the way. Not exactly as pretty as it is in this depiction, but Petra very much still exists in Jordan. Your knowledge of buttress has advanced considerably. Your knowledge of ironworking has advanced considerably.
No hour of life
Nice.
is wasted that is spent in the saddle.
Winston Churchill. All right, so we have a settler. I'm going to send them straight down to settle that spot as arranged. Now, it's saying that Wilfrid Laurier can send me tea, but I don't have any extra luxury resources yet. I probably need to train some more builders, to tell you the truth. Yeah, let's go ahead and do ironworking. I don't think I actually have access to any iron, though. That's one thing that's kind of a problem. Have I even researched, like, where it is? Yeah, I have. Researched it a while ago. But I don't think I have any. I've only got horses. Hang on, let's see where the closest iron is. That's a bit of a problem. Yep, we are going to have to trade for iron. That is not good. We might find some down here if we're lucky, but not a positive development by any stretch. All right, let's finish building the ancestral hall. That'll actually be really useful for that new city we're about to build. It'll finish just in time. And I do want to go ahead and get the library finished in Beijing. We'll do that. Let's get this scout in the water. I do want to find out what's going on down here, especially if there is, in fact, iron. Need to find out. All right, the Meenakshi Temple has been built. We have another amazing campus about to finish in Xi'an. and an amphitheater about to finish in Jiadong. And of course, our spy is establishing themselves in that Canadian city. Chengdu grows, and its people take pride in the thriving metropolitan life. So we're only 5 points away from a normal age. Okay, so I don't have any traders yet, and that's a bit of a problem. So I think what we'll do is purchase... Yeah, we'll purchase a trader in Zhan and get that going. And then I think a temple makes sense here so that we can start working towards not only having more faith per turn for the remainder of this heroic age, where we're able to purchase units with faith, which is useful, but also so that we can improve our religion using apostles. All right, no iron yet. Really hoping for some iron. This campus is going to be good, though. Kublai Khan, listen. Listen, I'm going to need you to not talk any smack, okay? I have spies. I can steal things from you. Don't test me. I do need to build some additional cities, though.
Everything has its limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into gold.
All right. This needs to be built on desert hills. So I can get some iron if I build that wonder. Honestly. But that might be something that happens. I don't feel like I might. I really don't feel like I'll have a choice. So... Ooh. Unique unit. Let's go ahead and go for machinery so we can build that. Crouching Tiger. Chinese unique medieval era unit. Ranged unit with a range of 1 and high combat strength. So it's got melee and ranged strength. That's interesting because we just played as Persia, which of course has the Immortal. We weren't able to really use the Immortal as Persia, which made me very sad. But still good that we will have access to that kind of dual purpose unit. Okay, Chengdu. Let's go ahead and get a diplomatic quarter built. I tend to lag on these, and I prefer not to lag on them. So that'll be done in 3 turns. Let's get the granary built in Zhan. We need that city to be larger if it's going to successfully build Jebel Barkal. Speaking of which, hang on. All builders trained in the city will get +1 build charge. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the surveyor in Zhan. If we want that city to grow quickly, then why not go ahead and place them there? One of the reasons the surveyor exists. Let's use them for that purpose. All right, we're going to start gaining sources in Ottawa.
Here, the dark brown amorphous basalt. There, the red ochre. And below that again, the slender but distinct lines of the wood coal.
Okay, that's a win. Because now this scout has the Spear of Fionn upgrade. Extra combat strength. Simply because they walked near it. The Giant's Causeway looks so freaking cool. All right. We've discovered a natural wonder. We'll put that archer on alert. And then go to the next turn. I wish I had a little bit more faith per turn. But we should be able to train another settler before long, because I'd like to get a city up here as soon as possible. Just lock down that kind of, this lovely kind of geographical setup that we have. I want to make sure that we have complete control over this territory. Uncontested control. So Xi'an is going to grow in 2 turns. Beijing in 13. Nice. We've discovered feudalism.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armor, until, at last, a fighting man resembled an armadillo.
Okay, so... Ooh, extra production towards ancient and classical wonders. If we're going to build Jebel Barkal, that would actually be helpful. Or should I have newly trained builders gain 2 extra build actions? I kind of feel like that would even be more useful. Yeah, we're going to go with that for now. As much as I need that iron, the improvements built by the builders that I'm going to be doing in the next few moments are going to be even more significant. All right, monarchy. That's the first time that one of the second-tier governments has appeared, or technically third-tier governments has appeared. But we're going to keep researching here because I want to fully uncover these options before I move to that section of the tree. Diplomatic quarter in Chengdu is almost done. And then actually, come to think of it, we can go ahead and buy a builder with faith. Let's get one in Xi'an. We have 5 charges. 5. Thanks to that policy we just implemented. So I do not feel badly about that. And I am going to go ahead and queue up a temple in Chengdu. We need that faith per turn while we're in this heroic age. Frankly, I should have already had more, but we've had other priorities. Okay, there is no iron on this peninsula, sadly, so it looks like Jebel Barkal will indeed be necessary. All right. Next turn, we're going to found that city. Your empire is headed towards bankruptcy. No, it's not. I'm just not making as much money as the rest of you because this is... that you have ridiculous bonuses, okay? Let's just call it for what it is. Their progress towards Reformed Church has advanced considerably. Nice. It's telling me to build a section of the Great Wall there. I do want to build the Great Wall, but for now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send this builder to go improve these pearls. Because we need more luxury resources as soon as we possibly can get them. And then we have... Ooh, hello. I think that's my second citrus, yes? So what that will allow me to do is trade for tea. All right, they're not willing to trade that. They are willing to trade a lot of gold, though. Really. Oh, Canada, you're being way too nice to me. All right, so that's our first trade for luxury resources, which honestly we're a little bit late on, but I'll take it. So now that I have that, there's a lot that I can do with that, honestly. I can buy the watermill in Xi'an outright, which we really need because that's extra production. Now I think, yeah, I need the iron, so I'm going to go ahead and start the production on the Jebel Barkal wonder. And we're just going to get as much done production-wise here as we can. I'm going to go get this marble improved, though, because that's another thing that will be very helpful. All right, let's get the monument in Handan. And we are continuing to discover a lot here with this scout. Same here. No iron on the map, though. At least not that's easily accessible to us. Unless there's some over here, which there could be. I should probably send a scout that direction if possible. Wait, where's this iron coming from? Did I get iron in a trade deal that I forgot about? Hang on. All right, first of all, no. Second of all, where is that iron coming from? Okay, no, we're not accumulating any. Where did I get that iron from? What the hecking heck? Awards 6 iron per turn. Provides +4 faith to all your cities that are within 6 tiles. Yeah, there's nothing here about this iron bonus working in any way before the wonder is finished. I've never seen that. So I don't think it has anything to do with Jabal Barkal. I do not know where that iron came from. That is throwing me the heck off. All right, next you're going to improve that marble, because that's good with production as well. Okay, fishing boats improved. Just want to get these cities growing as quickly as possible. Now we can build a galley for some era score, and I want to do that. But I also want to get the Dara Mare built. You know what though? Let me go ahead and just train a builder. Because there's so many trees here in Jiaodong, like I can just start chopping stuff down, to be honest. Now that sounds cold, but it's true. Okay, let's get a builder in Beijing as well. Lots of charges there, that's handy. All right, how about we go for a harbor? I kind of want to start building the Great Wall. All right, so any successful, just quick refresher course. Whenever an offensive spy mission is successful, you also gain 50% of the culture and science that the targeted city earned that turn. Receive a free spy and extra spy capacity after discovering defensive tactics. So we just need an offensive operation to be successful. Okay, so I'm just going to foment unrest here. Or you know what? Let's steal tech boost. It's not quite as good of a success chance. It's 3/4 possibility. 3 out of 4, but still. We're going to do that. All right, head back that way. I was already on this tile with this scout, but I want to head back this direction while I can. Mahabodhi Temple has been built. Temple is almost done in Chengdu. Your progress towards divine right has advanced considerably.
The whole world is one big machine. Machines never come with any spare parts, you know. They always come with the exact amount they need.
Most of the time, yeah. But also not all of the time. So, Hagia Sophia, Dam, or if I went for castles, I could have access to Alhambra as a wonder. Not that I'll be able to build it right away. Let's just go for apprenticeship so I can build industrial zones. I feel like I kind of need those sooner than later. Yeah, we're going to do another builder in Chengdu as well. I don't want to neglect improving the tiles around that city. Speaking of which, there we go. So we have improved 2 marble resources. Really? Where was the first? Excuse me? It's saying now that we've improved 2 marble resources. Hold on. No, not this. I want... yeah, I don't know why. I was going for the game menu button rather than the actual list of reports button. So. Yeah, it says I have 2 marble. What? I don't recall any other marble than this marble. And I don't see any other marble than this marble. I don't know what you're talking about. At least I don't have any more mystery iron that's appeared out of nowhere, but I do not know where I have any other... Hold on. Hold on. We're just going to search. Oh, that could be why. We're not suzerain of these, though. So we wouldn't... Oh, we are suzerain of Hong Kong, though. There we go. There we go. That's where it's coming from. Okay. That explains it. City-states. It's that second possible source of luxury goods that I don't think often enough about. All right, I'm going to get this worker back to Handan because I think we can do more there. Let's go to the next turn. Hungary wants to open their borders and give me 2 gold per turn for some horses. You know what? You know what? I'm actually going to take this deal. Although I could get them to shut off open borders. Hang on, make this more equitable. Yeah. Okay, so here, let's double this just to sweeten it a bit for them. 2 gold per turn for 30 turns, but we just got 2 more luxury resources to make sure that all of our cities have the necessary amenities. Jebel Barkal is building faster and faster.
I mean, we'd be at it all day.
Anything I want to change? I mean, I have gotten a ton of extra builders. So I could change to the policy which helps me build wonders faster. But I also feel like that might not be completely necessary at this point. All right, we've got that quarry built there. All right, naval tradition is the last civic that I want to look at here so that I can reveal what's going on here. I think that could potentially be one of the new government types. Maybe. We'll see. Yep, extra production towards constructing districts in the city. Although, hang on. Let's go for the extra grade people points for Pingala first. I think that promotion makes more sense at this point in time in the series. That scout is ready for an upgrade. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. And this is the unit that actually has the Spear of Fion, but I don't want them to get hurt. So we're going to withdraw there. We haven't really had to deal with barbarians this series just by virtue of the way that the map has played out. Let's chop down those trees for sure. We'll skip the turn on that builder for now, because there's nothing for them to do. Oh, I can close these search results for the marble. Be done with that. Gonna need a new settler before long. The medieval era is still going. We have at least 13 more turns, but it's looking like probably 15, 16, 17 more turns in the medieval era. Going pretty smoothly so far, though. We're a little bit behind in terms of science and culture per turn, but we're not hurting either. Like, we're not far behind. We're a little bit behind, but we're not far behind. Hey, best friend. Open your borders, please. Thank you. That's going to make life a little easier. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and chop down these woods. Obvious reasons. Added 2 turns, or took 2 turns away from Jebel Barkal. Also, can I upgrade you? No, I need gold. And I need more iron too. But Jebel Barkal will definitely do that. All right, let's chop down these woods as well. Now the harbor is 4 turns closer to completion. Okay, so fresh builder ready here. Consulate will be done in 4 turns now. Extra influence per turn wouldn't be the worst thing. Also, extra science per turn wouldn't be the worst thing. But another thing that wouldn't be the worst is another settler. Although I think I can probably buy one with faith in just a few turns. So I think what I will do... You know what? Let's go ahead and get the Daramare built, because the Daramare has that unique property where the earlier you build it, the more faith it's producing by the end of the game. And so you kind of have to take advantage of that sooner than later. All right. We've got some faith, some farms, some faiths. We've got all of these farm improvements adjacent to each other, so they're going to start being a little bit more productive food-wise, which is good. We're going to move our scouts through Aztec territory here. Speaking of farms, we need to go ahead and build one in Beijing. Anyone else jamming out right now?
There is no easy way to train an apprentice.
It's a catchy tune.
My 2 tools are example and nagging.
All right, so we have the industrial zone available to us, and also the man-at-arms promotion, and extra production for every mine improvement has now been unlocked. That's handy. Okay, so hold on. Let me see what kind of wonders I can build here. I actually can't yet. However, I can chop down some woods, which we're going to do. This is pretty handy, actually. Because we're getting Daramares built in multiple cities at once. And that'll really help with faith production for the remainder of this era, given that we're going to be in it for a moment longer. Let's go ahead and select castles. Are you freaking kidding me? All right, well, we had a 74% chance of success, and we failed on our first attempt. So I should have gone for the higher success chance. And we lost our free spy. And we now can't train spies, so we just gave up a major advantage. God, that sucks. Okay. I just want to make sure I hold... I don't think anyone else is even competing for Auckland right now, so let's go for Jerusalem so we have the extra faith per turn. And I will go ahead and train another settler. Oh, can't yet because the price went up. Good old inflation. Can't promise that. Sorry, I'm China. I'm not going to make you a promise that I won't keep. I'm sorry, like, you were the most tantalizing target, and now... Hang on, can I retrain spies? Okay, I can retrain them. I stand corrected. We didn't just give up a major advantage, but it felt that way for a second. That was really quite upsetting. Of course, we fail on our very first spy attempt. The game can't, you know, give us a little bit better karma. It's got to just hit us where it hurts as soon as possible. That's fair. It's fine. Totally fine. Understandable. All right, so now Chengdu, from a farming perspective, is in much better shape.
The Navy has
and
both
there's
a
the countdown
tradition and a future. And we look with pride and confidence in both directions.
Okay, well, since the countdown has just started, we're at about the 35-minute mark for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, we should be able to settle... Well, first of all, I can do this right now. Let's buy that settler. We should be able to settle up here and also grow this new city, Handan, which I frankly need to have them on growth focus. But in addition to that, we can train another spy and hopefully have more success than that first attempt, because that first attempt was pretty miserable, despite the fact that it was a decent success chance. So hindsight's 2020, should have just gone for the high success chance in order to get the first promotion and then have a better chance of success on all missions. But I didn't necessarily want to foment unrest for some silly reason, maybe because I just... have warm and friendly feelings toward Canada that I can't explain. Definitely has nothing to do with other games that I play on the channel or people I spend my time with. Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. That's ridiculous. Why would you suggest that? But aside from that, I think that we will still be able to train more spies sooner because we're Wu Zetian, and then continue to steal civic and technology progress from other civilizations for the remainder of the game in ways that would be highly entertaining and different and novel and fun. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day but Monday at 11 a.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.